Hi YouTube. This video deals with the basic concepts of Arduino for all those people who have zero or minimum knowledge of Arduino, because the rest of the videos would be a proper tutorial series for beginners. So in the basics, first we deal with the hardware and then with the software side. This is an Arduino Uno board. For better understanding, I will break down Arduino board into the sections and then we will discuss this section one by one. First of all, the power section. This is the power section. Why electronics need power? Because every living being requires power to do work. It's like food. Human body need food to have some energy to do some work. That's the case with it's the similar way to the Arduino and all the other electronic circuits. They need power to operate. Its specification is that it takes 9 to 12 volt DC power and convert down it to 5 volt DC, because all the microcontrollers in the world uses 5 volt or some of them uses 3.3 volt to operate. These two are the standards of digital electronics, 5 volt or 3.3 volt DC. Moving to the next section. This is the programming circuit. Whatever the program we write in software, this circuit transfers that program into our Arduino. These are the power pins. This is 5 volt pin. It outputs 5 volt DC. This is 3.3 volt pin. This pin outputs 3.3 volt DC. These two are ground wires. This pin is an external reset signal pin. This is an input to the microcontroller, which means whenever a signal is applied to this pin, microcontroller would be resetted. Reset means restart of microcontroller. These pins from 0 to 13 are the digital pins of Arduino Uno. If we want to control relays or any other transistor, relays or any other stuff, these are the digital outputs as well as digital inputs of microcontroller. We can use as a digital input, we can use as a button. Besides these are digital pins, they are multiplex pins. They can be used for many other purposes also. For example, 0 and 1 pin are used for serial communication. That's why they are written RX receiver, TX transmitter. TX pin transmits the data. It's the output pin to the other devices, while RX is an input pin. It takes the data from other devices to the current microcontroller. Besides these digital pins, there are also analog pins, A0 to A6. These can also be used as digital pins. They can be used as digital input and as digital output. These pins are digital as well as analog pins. They can be used as digital input and digital output, but these can also be used as analog input pins. Analog data of different sensors can be attached to these pins, these 6 pins of Arduino Uno. Different microcontrollers have different numbers of analog pins. Arduino Uno has A0 to A6. Now, if you are confused what are analog signal, look at the dimmer or speed control circuit of fan. It's an example of analog. All the knobs available in every circuit are analog, while the buttons are example of digital. If you connect a button to a microcontroller, you are connecting it on digital pins. If you are opening, closing, on, off alarms, then you are also using digital output pins, not analog output. Most of microcontrollers don't have analog output. Arduino Uno also have no analog output pin. It can output only digital. Now the last part of the hardware is the LEDs. There are different LEDs available on Arduino board for troubleshooting and diagnosis purpose. For example, there is a power LED. Whenever the power is applied, whenever the microcontroller is getting stable 5 volt DC, this LED, the power LED, should be on. And other important LED are RX and TX LEDs. These LEDs display that communication is going on. For example, if you program microcontroller to perform serial communication to other devices, for example, if you program your microcontroller to send data to other microcontrollers through communication, then blinking of these LEDs will indicate that communication is going on. So if there is no LED blinking, then you should troubleshoot. Either your program is not correct or there is a wiring problem in it. That's pretty much about hardware analysis of Arduino. Now comes about some other basic concept. There are multiple types of Arduino boards available in the market. The most common are Arduino Nano, Arduino Uno, which we are discussing right now, and Arduino Mega. All the boards have different specs. So if your project requires minimum digital input output, you might go for Arduino Nano. If you want a microcontroller with a larger amount of memory because your program is getting bigger and bigger, so you might use Arduino Mega instead of Arduino Uno or Arduino Nano. Thanks guys, I hope you get a lot of basic concepts of Arduino before learning programming and other practical stuff. Meet you in the next video.